Hey my crafting friends, I'm Pebbles. Welcome to my channel, Qualitas Creations. Today, I'm hosting an open collaboration, hashtag Die Cut With Me Mondays. Now typically I like to upload my video on a Monday, but I worked yesterday, so I'm uploading my video today on Tuesday. And if you want to participate in this open collaboration, feel free to upload your video anytime. Use hashtag Die Cut With Me Mondays and tag me at Qualitas Creations so I can check out your video. Today, I decided to use these lemon dies, and I wish I had written down where I purchased these. I'm not sure. This is how I store my die cuts. And as you can tell, I just use a little cereal box on the back. So upcycling, I guess. So let me show you this die. Here's the die. And then I have the acetates. I have the back. And I have the leaves. Now, if you see this yellow paper, it has little bumps on it. This is the basil paper that I purchased from Joann's. And now that Joann is not around anymore, I don't know where I'm going to get this basil paper. I cut this acetate out and I realized something later that there was a film on my acetate. So let me flip it. I think it goes this way. A little trial and error off camera. I realized that I actually did not peel this part off the acetate and it didn't work very well. So if you have acetate that has a little film on it, you probably would like to take that off too. Oh, there we go. Now I'm picking at this part right here, the leaf, because I don't want to ruin this part here, which is the actual lemon. So now that I have my fingerprints all over it, I'll go ahead and take a little paper towel and clean it up. Gotta be careful so I don't rip it. So how was everyone today? How was your weekend? I had a fabulous weekend. Now here is the outline that goes on top of the acetate. So I'll grab my glue gun. You know, my trusty Sweet Petunia glue gun. And a little bit of glue here. And then I will lay this on top of the acetate and hopefully I put it on straight. Okay, so I'll put this here. Looks pretty good. Line up the leaves. Trying to cover the acetate. Press down using my paper towel, and then I can just wipe off this excess glue right here. I'll flip it over because I know there's some spots on the back too. Let's clean it up a little bit. Okay. I still see glue. I don't know what side it's on. I just don't like the dry glue on my acetate. Okay. It's probably just fine. It's just me looking at little areas of glue. Next, where did I put my foam tape? Oh, here it is. I purchased this foam tape, I believe, from AliExpress. I'm going to remove this piece right here for now. See how thin it is? It needs to be thinner though. So I'm going to cut this actually in half. Or try to cut it in half as close as I can. There we go. This is the little lemon, so I definitely need to cut this down a little bit. Oh, I think I'm moving this paper. Here we go. I'll start right here. And I don't want my foam to show. So I'm trying to go on the edges. That's what it looks like so far. If you flip it over, you can't see the foam. And then this is the fun part right here. Turning it around. Bring it back around this way. Okay, there we go. That was the hardest part right down here, I think. Let me flip it over. Okay, good. I have this other piece here. And I'll cut a little piece for this leaf. And a little piece for the other leaf. This one looks a little crooked. I'm going to bring it over just a little bit. There we go. That's better. So I took the backing off, and you're probably like, why did you take the backing off so soon? Trial and error, I tell you. And this, for some reason, looks like it's not laying flat, and I don't know why. This technically should lay flat, so hopefully this works. Okay. Next, I'll put the glue on. I need a lot of practice on shaker items because I feel like every time I try to make something that's a shaker, I love how it turns out, but it's so much work. And sometimes I have problems with it. Like this one doesn't want to lay flat. And like I said, I don't know why. I have this and I don't remember where I purchased this from or if this was gifted to me. They're really, really tiny little beads. I need to put the lid on or they will be everywhere. I purchased these little lemon slices from AliExpress. And I guess I should probably look a little better because I thought that there was more lemon, but it goes by the grams, I guess. And yeah. Then I have this, and there's 1,500 pieces. They're semicircular clear bubble beads, 3 to 5 millimeters. I also purchased these from Ali. They're so pretty. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try to find them again because I think they work really nice on these shakers. So I'll put that in here. I'm still holding on to the lemon. because it doesn't want to lay flat, and I'm afraid that as soon as I let it go, it's just going to spill everywhere. Next, don't drop your piece of paper. That's my word of advice for the day. Okay, I'm going to line this up here. This looks like it could come down just a little more. The reason I put glue on my foam tape is so that I can move it if I need to. Like in this case, I need to move this down just a little bit, so the glue is not completely dry yet, so I'm able to move it down. That's what it looks like so far. Next, I have the leaves. And I'll add a little bit of glue there. And place this on top. What do you think? I thought that turned out pretty cute. And like I said, trial and error, so I made some other ones off camera so that I could make sure that I could actually make one on camera. Now, if you look at these dies, when I cut out the yellow, everything was yellow, including the leaves. So if I flip this over, you'll see yellow leaves. What I decided to do is use this green foil paper, and I cut this out again so that I could cut out green leaves. So I have green leaves on the large lemon and the small lemon. Inside the die here was this little lemon. So I thought, well, what am I going to do with that? Instead of throwing it away, I put a little foam, and now it's just a lemon. So I have large lemons, and I have small lemons. That's what I use with my leftovers. I thought I can still use that. So that's my lemons, but I'm not done yet. So let me slide these over. Slide them over. As I mentioned, there's yellow on the back of this, and all I needed was the green leaves. So then I have this leftover from the green, and I thought, well, what am I going to do with that? Well, you know it's green, right? A lime. So I decided to use this green paper right here and that outline. So I took the outline and I put glue on it. Then I glued it to this green paper. And the other one, this other insert that would actually fit inside, I put a little bit of foam tape there and popped it up. Now let me show you. Originally I thought, oh, I can do it this way. And so I looked at it and I thought, well, what is that? I don't know. It just wasn't appealing to me. I didn't like how it looked. So then I decided to put it on paper and pop it up. And I'm like, this definitely looks like a lime to me. So now I have some limes with my leftover outlines. So I have limes, I have lemons, I have large lemons, I have small lemons. So this was a fun die cut to work with, and using my scraps to make limes I thought was an awesome idea. Well, as you know, for hashtag Die Cut With Me Mondays, I always give away some dies. Die cuts, I should say. So I will definitely be giving away a little combination of the lemons and limes. So if you're interested in winning, use hashtag lemon. Hashtag lemon. And then I will pull 2 names in a couple weeks and give away these a couple dies. Well, I'll kind of put them together for you so you have like a little variety. Well, I hope everyone has an awesome rest of the week. Stay safe, stay positive, and keep crafting. Bye, my crafting friends.